let's go. These are actually really tough to get. Like over on, and we got an Eevee Master Ball right there. My name is Matthew. Most people in the hobby know me as PokeChef 954, and I'm a Pokemon streamer on eBay Live. So I am PokeChef 954. I have been a executive chef partner for the Capitol Grove for the last 12 years. I'm a big fan of Pokemon. Been a big fan of Pokemon since I was in 5th grade. Collected from, base set, Jungle Fossil, Team Rocket's what really got me. As you get older, you kind of grow out of it a little bit. So that's kind of what happened. One day I'm in the restaurant and there was a server who brought packs in, and I just happened to look over and I was like, oh wow, these are real cool and very kind of updated from when I was a kid. And we were ripping in the office and he hit the chase card, he hit the Mewtwo, and we lost our minds. So from that day on, I was locked in again. I was going to the stores, I was going down the rabbit hole of YouTube, stumbling across PK Pokemon Knowledge, Dan Catch 'em All Collectibles, Nick Old School Pokemon. I ended up going to a Collecticon and meeting all those people and kind of just hit it off. I always wondered, like, I couldn't find Nick on YouTube anymore, and I was wondering where he was. And then one day I saw this thing, eBay Live, and I clicked it, and Nick was on there. And Nick was like living his best life on that stream. And I watched that whole thing like just smiling. I was so intrigued by that too. I just thought it was remarkable. I'd never seen anything like it. So from that point, I was like, oh, I want to do this. Like I knew it. I knew this is what I wanted to do. Nick was such a stud, man. He literally took all the time to answer every single question, every single message I had. He started inviting me to big streams, and then he invited me to do a real big stream at Gen Con, Indianapolis, on stage. And that was one of the coolest moments I've had in this hobby. He introduced me to the eBay Live team and opened up a lot of those conversations with them. And they gave me the green light. They put me on eBay Live and we were all just kind of like, all right, let's go. We were very excited. We were shocked, but excited at the same time. The Harris Teeter. They used to stock packs here. And I used to get a ton of Astral Radiance from the Harris Teeter, or like a server would go be on break and go get food, and I'd give them like $20 to get a bunch of Astral Radiance packs from there, and we would rip them. This is King's the Bowling. This is Rosewater. This is another nice restaurant. This is Yard House. I'll probably end up there tonight. And then we're coming up on where I work. So this is it. This is where what we're putting down right here. That's Stir. This is it, real nice. Going up in restaurants, it was more like I was just good at it. I was 14 years old. I got my first job. I was a dishwasher. The restaurant was a very poorly ran restaurant, and poorly just not a great time. And one day those guys got mad and they quit and they walked out. And then I was the only guy, literally the only guy in the kitchen left. And I was like, hey, I could do it. And I was 14. It just snowballed. It snowballed. I don't come from a great background or financial situation growing up. So this is kind of all I had. We didn't, nobody cooked at home. We just had to figure out food. And I would go to friends' houses around lunchtime or dinner time, and on purpose, just because I knew their mom or somebody was cooking. So I would just kind of hang out and hope that they would give me food kind of thing, just so I can have a home cooked meal, or kind of a family setting and all that. But I never chose to be a chef. I never chose or wanted to do anything with food. It just kind of happened. Fast forward, I found out I was gonna be a dad, and that was when I was like, okay, I need to I really don't have anything else. I need to kind of figure it out, because there's no way I'm gonna let my kids grow up in the environments that I grew up in. So I started taking cooking serious, and I ended up going to culinary school for 2 years. I graduated with honors and everything. And it introduced me to other chefs and got me into really nice kitchens. And then I got with Capital Grill, and 10 months in, I got promoted to sous chef. A year and a half after that, I got promoted to an executive chef partner, and I was the youngest in the company to ever do that. It wasn't until it was like, hey, I'm gonna be a dad, and I need to figure this out. And I just wanted a better life. On my first streams, like I would close the restaurant on Saturday night and then start a stream at like 11 or 12 a.m. And along the way, I had some help from some of the homies, you know, big shout out to Pokemon Wonder and Java Akuma. Java helped tremendously with getting inventory. And even with that, it was still a challenge. Trying to balance, you know, family, chef life, and streaming. And it was tough. It was pretty much 7 days a week. I would either chef life or streaming. And if I had any time in between, it was something with family or sourcing cards or trying to get cards for the stream, or it's packing, it's all that stuff. Here we are, man, you know, 1 year later and everything's starting to roll. Towards that 1 year mark, Cardinal happened. I've had a relationship at this point with pretty much all the guys. Wonder, Mason, BB, Luke, Jake. We had this idea to create a streaming business together, and I was on board. I was just blown away by the group that we have and how we all wanted to kind of work with each other. And I really feel like each one of us complements the next guy, and it's just been remarkable.
Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate you.
So today is my last day at the restaurant. Again, been there 12 years. 12 years. My kids do not know me with another job at all. A lot of emotion, I guess, as far as that. Super excited to start a new chapter in my life. I'm super excited to kind of have more time for my kids and my wife, my family. Very excited to start this new journey that I'm on. But also sad, like it is a part of me. Again, I help kind of build that place, literally. And it's been, that company changed my life. It's a big part of my life, so it's a lot to kind of put down. I think towards the end of the night, when I'm expediting the last couple plates, I might get a little emotional or saying bye a little bit. But it's like happy tears. Overall, I am excited. It is kind of surreal it coming to an end, but I'm very excited to see where the Pokemon journey goes. So, journey starts today, right?
Let's go! Let's go! What up, what up, what up? Happy 1 year anniversary! eBay Live. Thank you guys for being a part of my journey. Thank you for being here and supporting me since day one as well. So, auction number 4 going to Galaxy Card Shop. Congrats on that.
It hasn't fully sunk in yet, but I am so excited. I am so excited to see this new chapter in my life. I keep making the joke that this is like my adult years kind of going on, but it's all Pokemon. So here we are. My wife and kids are super supportive of this whole thing, and they love all this. They would much rather me do this than the restaurant stuff, because they see the change in me. They see how happy this makes me and how excited I am, and kind of like back to normal. You get doing chef life for 12 years at one spot, or 23 years, you know, that's you get a lot of like little burnout. The number one thing I'm excited for is not so much Pokemon related, but I've never spent a holiday with my kids. And my son is 13, my daughter's 12. They have lived their entire lives and never had a holiday with their family, and that stuff bothers me a lot. So I am very excited to be able to give that back to them. Big time.
PSA 9 Ho-Oh from Neo3 right now.
My idea for streaming, like my biggest thing is like I just wanted people to unplug and have like a safe space where like all this kind of stuff going on in their lives or the world, like you could kind of come here and not have to think about any of that, and then it's just fun. there's so many scammers or just negative people and things like that. I just don't like any of that. And then I just don't understand why somebody would kind of build up something to tear it down or just treat people that way. So if you jump in the stream, don't feel obligated to bid. It's just fun. It's nice times. We're talking cards. It's Pokemon. We're just having a good time.
We got 3 seconds. Still going for this clean, near mint, Umbreon E.
I have only worked in restaurants since I was 14 years old. I've never seen a life outside of that. So I don't really know what to expect to like have time with my kids, have holidays back. It's just like a kind of dream come true. And I just want to kind of thank everybody and invite you guys to follow us along this journey. So make sure you kind of like, subscribe, and follow the link down in the description below and for our eBay Lives.